across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook on him. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He finds his man complete. It's Bradley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Dancing to his left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
For the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This from 42 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas where the Raiders are on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? alongside Charles Davis operating. Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one fielded at the 5.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Yellow, 1. And cycle. Set.
Straight ahead, Walker. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a give to Taylor. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, he only needed about a foot there, but there was nowhere to run.
Yeah, almost felt like he was trying to get a bigger play. He knew he only needed a short amount of yardage, but instead trying to find something bigger to pop Sometimes you just have to take those dirty runs, pick up the yardage you need, and start over with a new set of downs.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Quick, yellow. Long, 10.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Roster, 6. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Williams, a man in motion right.
They run once more with Taylor.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running left is Walker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead now up to 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
They'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
It looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't it? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams.